Okay, so NDC minister, Madam Grace Ayensu, she's been trending for the past few days. So what is really going on? This woman happened to be an MP. She also doubles as the minister, the deputy minister of health. Now, she's also a member of parliament for Esikado Ketan constituency. Now, I'm saying there's been issues surrounding the use of a particular credential or their candidate into the Twitter page Professor Dr. Grace Ayensu Dankwa. Now we are ane or papane or mame and the mano. But then the credentials doctor, professor, emratus, sanya maniamano, ye found ye manikeke. Either said the university will confer it on you and I say you earn it. Intuition the Twitter, the Facebook and the Twitter page which is now X or say Professor Dr. Grace Ayensu. This is her name, her verified name. But then information I know about a patch say following Okatechi FIFA the investigation or who say one particular lady or that national health insurance scheme board nano together with the Ministry of Health, one particular lady no down now Okatechi FIFA eka say ex-girlfriend, that lady no doctor now or they born one from here no fake. Apparently, it led to the termination of that woman's appointment. And in light of that investigation, Professor Dr. Grace Ayensu, who happened to be a minister of health, deputy minister of health, apparently, the certificates a fake. Sorry, I won't say fake, but according to sources, Omupa as a professor and a doctor, she didn't earn it. Now, this came after university Madam Grace Ayensu or listed here as her on her CV, say Honoko school. Hona okonya sa doctorate degree no omu pisa university and they wrote to university wa abruchi omu pisa omo se Madam Grace Ayensu wambeye course bia wo ho na omo hwe omo archives no mu nim no. In fact, one other university say oba ho, but she didn't do a course which will actually give her the title of doctor and our professor. In aid of this, I'm for be besides where is the ethics and why is she still carrying her name? And that's sorry, as you can see, also stop using an earned academic title or faces in courts. This coming from GTEC or say to chief of staff. The deputy minister of health, Madam Grace Ayensu, say on drop it. Professor and a doctor, because she is not a doctor, she is not a professor, and being someone in a position in the position like a deputy minister of health, I always doctor and professor. Any person like me or any other person only say credentials, so on also be timid doctor and akani deal. Now before I realize doctors and professors obia now moving further into it, according to GTEC, they are giving the reason why this whole thing course. So let's read it here. For any idea to screen, so for you to know exactly where we are heading. It also GTEC has consequently announced. So GTEC Ghana has GTEC a Ghana Tertiary Education Commission or money from GTEC. Also GTEC has consequently written to the chief of staff at the office of the president as her employer to ensure that she ceases presenting herself as such. In TC and her party said, Madam Grace Ayensu, doctor and professor, and you see if you deal because GTEC actual Akoma a speaker of parliament and also chief of staff. Also, GTEC has also threatened that should Dr. Ayensu Dankwa continue, who is also a member of parliament for Iskadu, to use the title professor, the commission may be compelled to pursue legal action on grounds of public deception. This was contained in a letter dated August 12, 2025 from GTEC addressed to the chief of staff at the office of the presidency, a copy of which has been cited by Graphic Online. The letter was copied to Dr. Grace Ayensu, the Minister of Health, Clerk of Parliament, and also the board of the chairman of GTEC. So basically, I say, sa doctor ne de obetime kuta ndi eni is also abruchi na kofa na be professor ne de onye professor enu nti yin fi ne so. Also the latest development followed an earlier engagement by GTEC with Dr. Grace Ayensu Dankwa for her to cease using the professor title or provide documentary evidence showing the university that appointed her to the rank of professor. The first correspondence was in a letter dated August 4, 2025 from GTEC to Dr. Ayensu Dankwa with chief of staff and clerk of parliament copied. In that letter, reference was made to personal interaction between board chairman of GTEC and Dr. Grace Ayinsu Darkwa regarding her use of academic title professor. In the said letter, the Commission requested Dr. Ayinsu Darkwa to provide verifiable evidence of her appointment to the rank of professor with a deadline of August 11, 2025. So what they are saying is that they asked Madam Grace Ayinsu to provide the details at Chester or your doctor or your professor when man provided from any verifiable source. DSC only. They further told, written to the chief of staff, said, uncompelling the employer, Madam Grace Ayinsu only professor, and yes, they will sue her in court, and perhaps they may even threaten legal action or perhaps go on strike. Now, according to them, no, Omudi can etro Emma, Madam Grace Ayinsu in the office, a command office, August 4, 2025. And a man, a deadline said, unprovided evidence and an undropped title by August 11, 2025. But then, August 11th, pound, and then August 18th, she still not dropped it. And based on that, no, now I was say, they take matters into their own hands. So, this is the whole thing that is trending between Grace Ayinsu and also the universities and GTEC. But then, Afenyo Markins had an interesting take on this issue during the vetting process and during one commission meeting in Parliament. You could see on also sign audience 72.
Clarify for me, when people address you doctor, people also address you professor. Share with us which of these titles match your rank.
Thank you. Both do. I am a professor of surgery at the University of Utah in the United States. Thank you.
Now, there may be jurisdictional interpretations, so I would want you to have this opportunity to clarify for the general public to understand and appreciate where you're coming from. In Ghana, for instance, in the academia, someone may just have his PhD and lectures at the university, but will not be called a professor. You would have to do some publications, then you become an ASOProf, and then from there you become a full professor. Share with us the jurisdiction where you earn the title professor. How does it come by?
I have defended 2 theses. I have written so many publications, too numerous to count. And I have done a lot of research, too numerous to count. So if I may indulge you respectfully, where do you want me to start?
So, just very simply, have you been conferred with that title, which is a postdoctoral title, professor? Do you have a document from a certified body confirming same to you? I mean, same that you've been conferred with that, just as is done in the Ghanaian jurisdiction, or is different from where you're coming from, please?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The American system is completely different from the Ghana system. I am a professor of surgery. I have been teaching surgery for at least the last 15 years. Surgery is a skill. So we teach in the theater. We don't teach only in the classroom. As we're doing classroom work, we are also doing teaching in the theater. I am a full professor of surgery at the University of Utah and a professor of global surgery. Thank you.
So that's a very fair explanation. But I want to know from you, so how then does the person earn it? At what point do you then hold the title? Yes, you lecture. Yes, you do surgery. But at what point, once you get in there, do you automatically carry the title, or it has to be conferred in one way or the other by rank? That's the clarification I want you to provide, please.
I am a professor of surgery at the University of Utah. I am a professor of global surgery per the American College of Surgeons and the American Board of Surgery. I have worked in teaching for the last 15 years. Thank you.
So the American College of Surgery, in its role, has your name there as Professor Ayensu Dankwa, correct?
American College of Surgeons has my name as a Professor Ayensu Dankwa. I am a board-certified surgeon, doubly boarded from the United States of America. Thank you.
Very well. Now, may I know from you, in an earlier answer when dealing with a question from one of our colleagues, you said that you practice in Ghana, correct?
That is correct.
Now, clarify this for me. In Ghana, I know that when people are qualified from other jurisdictions and they come, they are required to do something. I don't know whether it's examination or some interview, it's some process of accreditation. And they then get recognized and allowed to practice medicine in Ghana. Share with us your own experience.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I am fully licensed in Ghana, not only as a surgeon, but also as a surgeon specialist. In 2014, I came to Ghana. Even though I was a professor of surgery in the United States, I came back to Ghana. I took a written exam for a whole day. The next day, I sat in front of 3 surgeons in Kolebu, and I did an oral exam. After the oral exam, I spent another full day doing an ethics class. My license in Ghana is license number MDC RN 7629. It was conferred on me on 27 January 2014. That is just a generalist. And I also have my specialist license, both of which were conferred on me on 27 January 2014. Currently, my dues are all paid, and I'm a full member of the Ghana Medical and Dental Council. Thank you.